If you didn't know, diagonal spreads allow you to cheat on direction. There's a lot of non-directional trading out there. You've got iron condors, butterflies, calendar spreads, and much more. And the thing is those trades, they work out fine in some cases, but sometimes price is just grinding to one direction or another. And in some cases, if you continue to grind, let's say to the upside, your one side is always getting in trouble. Take for our example, iron condors. When iron condors are, going to the upside and upside and upside, that right side is always being tested. It's always a problem. And then if you've got that grind effect, you're always like, oh man, it would have been fine if I would have just done the vertical side on the put side. And this is one of the issues with some of those non-directional trades. Now, when you look at diagonals, this is what they solve, is they solve this issue and problem, whether it's to the upside or to the downside. So if you prefer trending to the upside, you can set up a diagonal that goes that way. If you prefer something that's trending to the downside, you can also set up diagonals that function in this way and manner. Now, if you're brand new here, I'm Sasha, the options coach. I've been teaching people to trade options for the last decade. And we just did a class on diagonal spreads. So if you're interested in that, check out our website. But one of the things I'll point out to you in diagonal spreads with this is that when we look at the foundation behind just neutral non-directional trading, let's take, for example, a calendar spread, right? Those kind of spreads, they're nice when they work out. And if we do a setup right here when prices don't move, but what we know is we're never really happy in these types of trades because as price goes up, we want it to go down. As price goes down, we want it to go up. We're never really satisfied in these types of trades. It's like, oh man, it's not it's not beneficial to our health. So instead, this is where the diagonal spread can work out a little bit better. So as price starts to trend, right? If it's choppy, a calendar spread is fine. But if it starts trending and starts trending higher, that's where the diagonal spreads can benefit. So what we can do is if we start with a calendar spread here and we go to we've got the same strike, but we go to custom, and now what we can do is modify one of the strikes. What we can do is now diagonalize something. And now if it chops a little bit, we're still okay. But if we start grinding a little bit to the upside, we've got plenty of room on that upper range as well. And that's what diagonalizing something allows you to do. Because what it's really doing is we're taking a calendar spread and kind of adding a vertical to it. It works very similar in nature. So if I go in and take, let's go to the 690 here. If I take this and then we add a vertical spread to it, let's say the 640, 645, and just show you what that's going to look like. If I add this little vertical spread on top of that, we are adding a little bit more positive delta. We're adding a little bit of bullishness to it. We could even add two of them. And now we're diagonalizing those calendar spreads. So I could have a calendar spread and I could have vertical spreads there. And now we've got a little bit of a diagonal situation where this way we're not getting into trouble on that upper side. So if it continues to go up, yes, we're not maybe making as much money if it would have stood still like a calendar would, if it just stands still and it just works out perfect. But what this allows us to do is now give a little bit of edge and lean into the direction that, where price is trending. And that's what we're looking for, is something to that effect. So when it comes to diagonal spreads, they're really you're adding some of the verticals, okay, in the calendar spreads, and you get yourself a diagonal. So that's kind of the difference. Now, if you're just getting started with calendar spreads, start here and then build yourself a calendar and just do one that's out of the money. So let's say I go to something like 710, and this kind of gives you a little bit of a directional bias. But then as you ease into diagonals, right? So you're starting from a calendar spread, and now you're going into diagonals. Then you could go in and start doing one little bit of rotation. And you can say, okay, well, I'm going to rotate it a little bit. So you could, tweak it a little bit here, or go to at the money and tweak it a little bit here. Or if you like to break things apart and you're comfortable with calendars and you're comfortable with verticals, then what you can do is you have these two trades. You've got a calendar and you can add the vertical and split some of that together. I've got like one quick little example with this with Uber. So you can see we've got a bunch of calendars here. We've got like 20 calendars in this spot, but we're using verticals in this case, 3 of them, to kind of lean a little bit in a certain direction. So anyways, that's really the power behind doing some of these types of trades, is that when you're diagonalizing something, it allows you to kind of cheat in a certain direction. It allows you to gather a little bit more of a directional bias in the direction that you want. So hope it gave you a little bit of insight, shows you what you can do with some of the diagonals, and really kind of the foundation behind it, because you could just construct it as a single diagonal, or you could mix and match with a calendar and a vertical, and you get yourself a diagonal, and then you get a little more flexibility. Yes, it makes the trade a little more complicated to manage, you could say, but it gives you a little more flexibility. So if you like flexibility, you could split it up. If you want kind of like a one-time thing, you could just do it as a diagonal by just mixing and matching a little bit of your strikes, and then you get yourself a diagonal. But if you're doing those non-directional trades and you're always getting kind of burnt on one side or another, then it may be wise to diagonalize some of your things, and that way you get a little bit of an edge in the direction where price is moving. Anyways, thanks so much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to check out the class that we've got here on diagonal spreads. Check it out at optionsblackbelt.com, and where you can also get access to a lot of our other training material there in classes as well. Thanks again, and I'll see you maybe in the next live class. All right, take care.